Anyone here yet? Charlie.
A moment, please.
Let's actually get you turned on Discord. Hello. There we go.
Hello.
Oh.
How are you?
Oh. I am okay.
Are
I've
we?
done.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, what's happened?
I just had you cut out, but it didn't sound like a you cut out. It sounded like a bad headset cut out. Are you talking?
I'm too scared to talk.
Well, please do, because that's the only way I can tell whether or not my headset's broken. Are we live, by the way? Are we like coming?
Yes,
through
we
on
are
stream?
live. We are actually live. Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask before I had that panic. Okay, maybe it was just Discord. We're good. It was one of those lovely crunchy noises as you cut out, so it was like, ugh. Bad headset.
And as usual, I take a million years to get the stream going.
Sorry. How's chat?
Oh yeah, how is chat? How are we doing? Are you doing okay?
Audio test, audio test. I'm listening to myself on stream.
There we go. Changed it to a 5.
Okay. Doing fine, says Sean. It is Sean, isn't it, Dominus?
Yeah, it is
I'm
Sean.
terrible for remembering your name for some reason. Well, I'm terrible for remembering a lot of people's names, but I've tried to remember that.
Fuck off, Fallout 2, you're so loud.
I've been playing Fallout 2 today.
Really? What have you been doing,
Yeah.
build-wise?
I was doing a high barter, high charisma build. Intended to do just basically a small guns, get the big crew together. But then ended up being unintentionally good at unarmed. So I've basically been punching my way through most of the game so far.
You playing on easy difficulty or normal?
I don't know. It's probably easy. It's probably whatever it was set to when we were recording the series.
Let me check.
Let me check.
Right, what's my current quest?
Oh, do we have the car?
We
have the car in this timeline.
Actually, yes, we do.
Oh,
we've not gone to Navarro yet in this. Because you said to do that on stream.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, that's what I'm thinking. It was the armor we want to do on stream. But we got the car off stream. I knew there was something big in metal that we go inside and wander around in.
Sliver in and
same thing.
Spill our oils everywhere.
Power armor. Have you posted this on Wilson Nilsson?
I believe so.
I will do it if you have not. Because it's lonely. It's lonely in here.
This is my usual place for people to stream to. Fuck all. Sorry, Sean, you are a person, but you know what I mean. Fallout isn't your life. You don't dedicate yourself to the life of Fallout.
To the grind. To the Sigma grind.
It's a Sigma grind.
What a
Sigma looks like the AVGN. You're not even a real person. Back in my day, people like you, 3-second delay cuts him off.
No.
I'm not being John racism. Don't worry, or John phobia.
You're not even a real person. You aren't here.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Come on, join the stream.
Come on, come on, come on. I don't want to do. I'm not doing any quests until at least one more person. If you don't tip me to see my, I'm ending the stream right now. Oh fuck's sake! Right.
If you don't get some fucking super chats in, I'm ending the stream right here, right now.
Yeah, there are streamers who do that, aren't there?
You think I do this for fun? For the fun
That's
of playing
right.
Fallout 2? I'm doing it for the money!
The fact I ain't got no money. Money.
John phobia
My
sounds like a
favourite
very
painter.
specific type of prejudice. Yeah, it's against people who invent things.
It's against white Londoners.
Hey, John.
Hello, John. You got a new motor there, have you? You.
Today I'm joined by a multi-time WWE champion, movie star, and music artist. Introduce yourself. Hello everyone, I'm John Cena. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yelled in capital letters, says the interviewer. I guess. It's just people who don't like Johns, I guess.
Is this going to be another stream in a row where the hands is like, please, I'm going to be so sad not seeing your streams anymore and then not turn up for? Let's check the live chat. Nope, it's not changed. If you don't super chat soon, I'm going to...
The stream has noon watching because of John phobia. Shall we just go beat up some random wasteland critters while we wait? You gotta get your training in for the World Martial Arts Tournament, after all. Don't you?
Super chat. John Boxing looks like a pug. He does look a little bit of a pug, doesn't he? The thing is, I would switch over to the I would go out and do and fight things, but the problem is this isn't the actual save I'm going to be using, because I've got a save that's further ahead.
Oh.
So I can't even end. Like, this is literally just to show people going to Navarro in the car.
Well, you know what? We'll just have to fucking do it, and they'll just have to watch it back, won't they?
Yeah,
And then
but
we'll
do
get
it,
to the
you've
actual-
done it to yourselves. But let's see what Donald John President has to say. Hello, John Boxing. What can I do for you? You can start by answering some questions. What can I help you with? How do you know who I am? We know many things.
We know many things, one of which is who you are. Oh, I see.
Who are you guys? We are a Oh, I don't know what it is, and I feel like I'm being meaner to this game the more I play it. But there's a certain style of writing that occasionally appears in this game, which kind of just reeks of very tired, crunched Black Isle developer. And when you ask them who they are, and they go, "We are a paramilitary organization known as the Brotherhood of Steel."
Yeah, I know exactly
Like
the kind of writing you're
this is
talking
not
about.
how
It's
human beings talk.
It's the allowing me to exposit.
What in the Wikipedia is that like? Exactly. It's like the Brotherhood is a faction founded in 2111 by
Yeah.
John Maxon.
I feel like there was a lot of this in the cut content stuff that the restoration patch restored.
Oh, the fucking the slaver camp stuff is revolting for that. It's like
Is it
There's a
Sulik and
camp-
his sister explaining the long story of how she got captured, and it's like paragraph after paragraph, and it's like, this is not regular Fallout writing. This is first draft, hasn't been trimmed down yet. This is Stephen writing a video levels of too much words. It's unnecessary.
Intruder alert, people are here based on watching
Well,
count.
they're not here until they fucking say things. They're not real
That's the
people.
thing. You're not a real fucker until you talk. Now talk. Who are you and what are you doing here?
It's the feds checking up on the stream. I ain't done nothing.
Okay, and what is it that you do? Oh god, he's still going on more of an info dump. At one time, we were the sole bastions of technology left on the planet. We set ourselves up. Stop scrolling down. I'm never going to want you to scroll down before. I cannot read that fast. We set ourselves up as what could best be called technology police. We hoarded the old knowledge and only doled it out in small parcels. Of course, it was only to those who we felt deserved it and had the wisdom to properly use it. Fuck it.
The Brotherhood is presented really strange in this game, isn't it?
They don't know if they're the baddies or the...
They don't even know if they really exist. They barely have a presence in this game.
Which is weird because they're still meant to be a thing. Like, they're part of what drives the Enclave out. Was it just two blokes just driving, saying, "Oh, look, we're the Brotherhood of Steel," and the NCR just went, "Yeah, what have you said?" What about now? Several months ago, we come across a group known as the Enclave. Much to our surprise, their level of technology surpassed even our own. We found this quite disturbing and considered contacting them. However, we decided on a more cautious course of action until we could determine exactly who the Enclave was and the underlying purpose of their organisation. I am a real man. Listen to me talk about the law.
Nice.
To this end, we have reactivated small outposts near areas of Enclave activity from which we can safely observe them.
Sean says, where's the controversy section of this Wikipedia article? In 1998, we committed war crimes.
I'm not trying to read this like an article, but it's written like an article. It's like I'm talking to a fucking journal entry. To this end, yeah, blah blah blah. Currently, we have activated such outposts in the Den, the NCR, and here in San Francisco. Sounds interesting. What have you learned? Fucking hell, I don't want to know what he's learned.
Fuck and
Right.
all.
We have found that the Enclave deals heavily in drugs. I don't remember this bit.
Yeah.
Drugs, weapons, and slaves. However, these are simply trivial pursuits. It's like the board game. leading up to some higher purpose, which we have failed to uncover. Well, you've done a brilliant job then, haven't you? We are still watching them. John Boxing's probably... Yeah, I guarantee... John Boxing's not dumb. He's actually got, like, 7 intelligence.
I think the drugs thing with the Enclave, if the feds aren't watching anymore, we can talk about it, it's safe, is because they have such good science, they have such high science skill over on the oil rig, they are providing the raw chemicals to the Neurino families. I can't remember which ones specifically, but they're basically giving them materials that the families couldn't produce themselves in the wasteland in exchange for, I think it's energy weapons.
Is this the Salvators?
It could be the Salvators. I don't remember which family.
Before we go any further, why tell me any more of this? Big sigh. The Enclave has developed... Fucking every time I go... The Enclave has developed vertibird technology, flying machines that allow them to move deeply into surrounding territories. Without similar technology to counter this threat, give it a few years, you'll have plenty, the Brotherhood would be unable to stop an invasion launched by the Enclave.
Note that they said the Enclave have developed, not the Enclave are using pre-war tech known as the... Sorry, we were having... This is more of the conversation we were having post-stream last night. About how Laura's butchered certain aspects of power armor specifically.
Sure, your ADHD brain can't stand all this doing nothing and reading fucking articles, can it? We need to vertibird technology or a viable counter to it for ourselves and all that. Good shit. This is like some mass shooters thing they type out before they go off. Go. Right. There we go. I've clicked down for you. Please don't do it automatically yourself. Now, recently, the Enclave established a base north of here called Navarro. It's used as a stopover point for the maintenance and refueling of vertibirds. It is my belief that such a base may have complete technical plans of the vertibirds. All I need is for someone to infiltrate the base, steal the plans, and bring them here to me. Let me guess. Let me be frank with you, John Boxing. The Brotherhood of Steel is not the power that we once were. We believed ourselves to be the sole... You've already said this line. You don't need to say it again. We believed ourselves to be the sole source of technology left to mankind. Securing this belief, we have let our order decline over the years. Now, we don't have the resources at our disposal to deal with the Enclave.
That was fucking silly, wasn't it?
We need your help. What resources does he actually... What, you don't have a car? Is that your problem? You don't have a motor?
Car! Fucking car!
Is that... Because I can't think of a better reason they can't get... What, do none of... Is John Boxing the only man with a driving licence? I'm prepared to make you this offer. Perform this mission for me and I'll grant you access to our facility here. Oh, what a big reward. The best of the Brotherhood technology will be made available to you exclusively. What do you say? I must be crazy, but I'll do it. Excellent. Here is what I need you to do. Go to Navarro, infiltrate the base, and recover the technical plans for the vertibirds. And then return the plans to me. Fine, I'll get on it. Yep, see ya. I'm not reading another big line of John Brotherhood of Steel.
Just bad at expositing. This is like some... Yes, I already saw that. All this talking for hours of John Boxing's life.
It's
when
not
it
the
could
most
be
interesting
summarised
bit.
as, can I borrow your car, mate?
M.A. Right. Now we're going to... There we go. Vic's barreling in from the side. I need you to wait here until I come back.
We be here.
Okay, Vic, you two, come on. Come out of your little archway.
Fuck off.
Need you to wait here. Okie dokie. Yes. It's this one. Right, and now we're going to begin a bit of trial and error.
It's what we were doing last time, but better, theoretically.
Fucking hell. My car keeps getting accosted by bounty hunters.
Accosted.
I was accosted by two prostitutes. I was just speaking to someone today about Better Call Saul, actually. Just saying, like, yeah, I think I'm going to go as far to say I preferred it over Breaking Bad. I think I might.
Yeah.
It just feels like it knows what it is a bit more.
Yeah, I will say Breaking Bad kind of takes a bit of a tonal shift from season 1 to season 2, and then season 2 and 3. And... Wait, how many seasons is there? 4.
What, Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
There's 5 seasons.
5 seasons. Okay, so yeah, seasons 2, 3, 4 are kind of their own thing, and then season 5 is
Misery,
another
misery,
tonal
misery.
shift. Yeah, it's like season 1 is much more into the sort of the comedy, sort of black humor. Seasons 2, 3, 4 are like, yeah, drama, crime stuff, and then season 5's misery, like you say.
I actually went as far to say I haven't rewatched Breaking Bad because, like, for a while now, because I just don't want to rewatch season 5. I really actually just find it's just miserable. It's just the most miserable bit of fucking television I've ever seen.
Like, we were watching it when you were last at mine. Well, no, the time before you
Yeah.
were last at mine. Which was also this year. You've been here at mine a lot. Give me some peace, for Christ's sake. Anyway, but yeah, we watched like seasons, 1 to 4?
Yeah.
Maybe started on season 5, and then when you went away, I basically immediately, like, burnt out. You know, I might have watched like one more episode on my own and then never went back to it. And I didn't know if that was just because, like, hey, Sam's not here, I've not got the motivation anymore, or if it was maybe just that's season 5's effect on you. Isn't it? Sorry.
It's just a...
Howdy, stranger. Whoa, baby, check out that set of one of those in years. What could old Chris do for you? I hope this is not Chris's blood. Coming up in a moment. Is that because Chris is me? That'd be my blood.
Ooh.
Please don't kill
Right.
me.
I'm looking for Navarro. Is this it?
Bear with the delay in the stream.
Navarro? Ain't heard that name in ages. Please don't look over yonder to the sign that's like 5 foot to the left. Old military base southeast of San Fran. Southeast? That's a lie.
You liar.
That's a ways south
You're
of
with
here.
him. I know that Navarro's here.
Yeah,
That
he's,
was
he's,
the
he's, trying to, he's trying to send you to Mariposa, isn't he?
Cheeky.
Fuck you! Takes out radio from the robe. You want to see sorry? I got some boys who'll show you a whole new meaning for the word. Starts to turn the radio on.
That's a bad move, Junior.
Why? Die, scum.
I don't know what this man's voice is.
All I know is that this man's about to catch some serious bother in a moment. Oh, fuck me, and I say that and I get Jim. Oh,
Gonna feed you to the dogs.
oh. I've just hit him into me car.
I love how the writing goes, oh, from Wikipedia entry to, fuck you, I'll get me dad on you.
I'll call him. Oh, that went much better than last time.
My fucking eyes.
I'll be taking that.
Delayed death, but it was Chris's blood all along.
Right. I want to get as much from Navarro as I possibly can. We're going to be here a little bit, because a lot of this is going to be me pressing the sneak button and opening lockers.
And getting all the best items in the game.
Oh.
Simple as.
Simple, innit? Simple. Is this a scary base, or is it quite a comfy looking base?
I like to try to put yourself in the mindset of somebody playing this game for the first time back in '98. You know, so you've played the first Fallout game. You kind of expect it's going to be something similar. You're used to like poop-covered mutant vaults where it's all dark and dingy and full of monsters. Then you come here, and it's pristine. And
It's
they're like,
basically untouched.
and they're like professional soldiers guarding around, and they're these people in like black power armor and American flags dotted around, and you're like, what the fuck is this place? Are these the good guys?
They're the good guys, they are.
Probably not if you saw the opening cutscene. I mean, they minigunned up a vault, but
maybe they just weren't looking where they were going. And instead of turning on the flashlight, they turned on the minigun. An easy mistake to make.
they were trying to get by with the muzzle flash. I mean, we've all done that in video games, right? When you really can't see where you're going, so you just shoot randomly.
There are some games of shit brightness, isn't it?
Yeah, Panker Jackhammer's better than the combat shotgun, isn't it?
The combat shotguns, not to be John Ben when it comes to how this game works. This is tier 2.
Yeah.
The Panker is tier 4, which
Yeah.
is the best, as far as I know.
And the one in between is the something
H and
else.
K Just Cause 2.
Ah, it's the course.
The course.
God damn it. So, the Hans has just woken up from his nap.
Well, maybe he can come and chat and say mean things to me. That would make my day, that would. Fucking hell, I'm gonna get fucking
Oh, hey, Lily.
tunnel.
Genuine question, Sam. How does Vince returning to the board of directors to potentially sell the WWE make you feel? XD.
Right, I'm
I
going to
hadn't heard
reread
about
this a
this.
few times. As Vince returned to the board of directors to potentially sell. The thing is, what would the sale necessarily entail? Like, what would it be? Would they be selling it so that an entirely new group of people would be taking over, or would they also be buying the company along with all the like contracted talent and the agents and the the producers, like, would they be getting essentially everything, including the production truck, or would someone buying it, like, I don't know, what would it do? Like, would they be keeping everyone?
Who do you think's going to buy it? Asks Lily. Well, not to spoil anything, but Sam and I are in talks. It's going to become Red Scott Wrestling.
Red Scott Wrestling. And at
a
least
new
one
business
person
venture.
is going to need to look like Vic in order to get ahead in life.
Well, that's why I had the cigar the other day. I'm practicing for my new persona.
Oh, I'm really proud
Oh,
of
it's
you.
a Deathclaw.
You're advancing your career. Is it? Oh, yeah, I've managed to completely ignore the Deathclaw in the pen. Is that more poo on the wall?
Yeah. I mean, it's a Deathclaw locked in a cupboard. It's allowed to poo.
It's not exactly free range, is it?
Disney,
It's
HBO,
no one-
Netflix, the Russian government, Comcast. Disney Plus this new show that they 100% own, WWE.
I think Vince is just wanting to get that big payout before he
Dies.
either dies or
The Hands
goes
is
off into
here.
the sunset.
Sam,
Hand
my
is here.
son, I am here.
Hello, my boy. How are you
All right.
doing?
Well, for those of you who missed it, because we were hanging around San Francisco for a while trying to let people join, but nobody did. Off stream, Sam got the car. It was a bit of a kerfuff, but we have the car, and now we redid the run to Navarro from San Francisco. This time a lot easier because we have a vehicle. Yeah.
And it actually showed up on the map.
You broke in through the back entrance from the what's the Poseidon Energy gas station.
Yeah.
Again, why do they call it gas? It's a liquid. Anyway, and you've managed to very quickly get a new set of power armor. Woot woot.
Oh yeah, one of these people. Here I am.
Wait, this game has an actual car, like a functioning non-modded car? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it has.
It takes quite a bit to get it working. You kind of got to go around half the wasteland finding spare parts, but there is a functioning car that you can get up and running.
There is a real car mod for this game that's actually
It's a real
included
Dwemer
in the
car.
game. The real Dwemer car mod.
Not gonna lie, that would be fun to do. A wrestling promotion in a game made entirely of RSG characters. Oh, sure. Fallout really went downhill after the sale to Bethesda. It kind of did.
Yeah, they got rid of Dwemer cars and everything.
Sean, because, yeah, Vince mentions how companies want to own the IP on their platforms. So, yeah, Vince is saying he would sell to Amazon to put on Prime Video, for instance. Thanks for the quick Steam retrospective. You're welcome. I'm dying. I'm going to be right back.
Come on, man. I'm dying here.
Or will I? Actually, I don't have to. My anti-death medicine is right here. Huzzah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Ah. We need a WWE retrospective from Sam, reviewing every episode of Monday Night Raw in release order. Bloody hell, Sam would go insane watching every Raw. Sam would go insane from watching one Raw. What say you to that?
I used to watch Raw. And now I don't, and I couldn't imagine watching as much wrestling as I used to be completely honest.
Are you going to go talk to Dornan while you're here?
I don't want to be made to do guard duty.
Looking for vertebra plans. You know where I can find them.
Okay, I could have just got stupidly lucky, but I'm facing a bit of a dilemma here.
What?
On the save where I've already done Navarro, off stream, I was able to just open the fucking locker. Like he said, "Hey, don't go through that locker" once, and then I just clicked it again, and I was able to nick the plans.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Shh.
Okay, they're right there. I see. Imagine if you tried to watch all wrestling: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, AEW, Rampage, Dark, NJW, letters, etc., etc., etc. You would have no time for anything else, I would imagine. I am all set for my streams tomorrow. As per Sam's advice, I have made a donation goal for carpets.
It's a handy thing to have, and it's an actual sort of, you know.
Mm-hmm. Actually, looking back at that photo you sent of your little bookshelf you made today, do you have anything on your floors at the moment? Yeah. Okay, so you've got some carpet, but not the whole flat. That's fair. I will say, especially if you're planning to make videos in the future, in the near future, it would help with echo, having a carpet down. Unless, of course, you would be recording in your living room anyway.
It's free good acoustics.
Yeah, I would assume your bedroom. John Boxing is a stealth master, the master of unlocking. But ironically, not of boxing.
What is my sneak skill at? Sneak's 25. Okay, that's more than I expected it to be.
Just walk around like you're supposed to be here. That's the key.
I know you can run around, but I like to sneak around here. It feels wrong not to.
Is that an actual NPC turret in the middle there? Like if you look at it.
Yeah, that's an NPC.
Okay, cool. I've never actually engaged in combat in this base before.
I wouldn't tempt it, to be completely honest.
I mean, canonically, the player character doesn't fuck this base up because the NCR and Brotherhood have to jointly assault Navarro together in future.
I'm not surprised. Oh, who's this happy little man here?
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Oh.
So you're the replacement. What's your name, Private?
I'm John Boxing.
What was that? Did you forget something, maggot?
My name is John Boxing, sir.
Nutty sir! I work for a living, you moron! You will call me Sergeant or Sergeant Dornan. Do you understand me?
Sure, Sarge.
If I like you, you can call me Sarge. But guess what?
If I like you, you can call me Sarge.
It's so fucking loud. Yes, Sergeant.
Outstanding. Proceed on the double to the hangar, where you will stand guard duty.
This is genuinely like my favorite NPC in the entire Fallout canon.
You moron! You are not to question my orders. When I say jump, you jump. When I say fight, you fight. When I tell you to die for your country, then you will certainly die. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, Sergeant. Yes, you have.
Even his power armor helmet looks angry.
Yeah, his armor like this just makes it look angrier from this angle. Just looks like,
There is only 1 letter difference between a foot locker and a foot licker. And a 2-letter difference between a foot locker and a bootlicker. Which is what Sam is being right now as he stands guard duty after being yelled at by an angry man.
Hang on, do I have any guns that could appropriately make me look like John Guard? Hang on.
Gotta say, Enclave power armor is the most aesthetic. I like it.
I like that. There we go. Just doing our bit for our country now.
Just guarding. It has that insectoid vibe. I was talking about it with Sam last night because you were asking my opinion on the Enclave power armor, and we ended up going down a whole tangent about how Bethesda has kind of ruined the lore for power armor. And I'm saying it's like it doesn't fit into the retro futuristic 1950s image of the future vibe that like the T-51 and the older the pre-war power armor does. But that's because, well, it isn't. It's that plus about a century and a half of development, it done in isolation on a little oil rig cut off from the rest of the world. So it is basically just... Actually, I was thinking about it last night. The Enclave power armor is what an AI would generate power armor to look like if all you did was like insert the bullet points. It must have visors. It must have big armored shoulder pads. It must have pipes and respirator and rebreathers. But this, into your minds, you're thinking of something like the standard sort of T-51 whatever power armor, and then the AI comes out with this fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? I mean, it technically has all those things, doesn't it? But they're all just morphed and mutated in weird ways.
I thought you were about to say morbed for a second.
Now I want to use Del-E to make power armor. The problem is, Lily, that people have already done that, and they call it Fallout fan art, and I hate it. Because I often search for Fallout fan art online for this like D&D player handbook I've been working on, and it's now just inundated with fucking AI generated shit. Also, hi Bryn. There is only a 6-letter difference between Hitler and Radish, says Sean.
Hitler's old radish. Right. Should we free the Deathclaw, or are we going to free the Deathclaw or not?
Yeah, of course we're going to free the Deathclaw. The
I
shape
didn't
and
free
everything...
him last time.
What was that? Did you do it?
What? No, I didn't do it last time.
All right. I did it on my playthrough years ago. The shape and everything suggests to me it was purpose made to be low drag Higg speed? Low drag speed in a nuclear wasteland. Low drag high speed, I'm guessing you mean. I mean, I was thinking that it does look a lot more compact than the T-51 armor, which kind of makes sense for an army which grew up on an oil rig. A fairly enclosed space, lots of corridors. Oh, and nice and mobile for being packed into vertebrates. So actually, no, that makes perfect sense. It does look like something that's a lot more compact. That's why I hate the English language. You miss one letter and it requires a team of scientists to turn Higg into high again. It took me just like an extra few seconds. I got it. I got what you mean. Got what you mean. Can't wait until America's first. I got what you mean. America's first ever completely AI generated gamer president. What? The Deathclaw deserves better than standing in its own poo-poo. It does, because it's a good Deathclaw. It's a good boy.
Yeah, the Enclave has been looking for cheap, expendable soldiers. We're interested in Deathclaws because they have built-in armor and weapons, and
Lily,
they're mean as hell.
Can you pick us up a packet of Chewits? See you in a bit. Just go into the store. Just ask if we want anything.
Okay, I wouldn't mind a packet of Chewits. They just need to be smarter so they can understand commands, but not too smart, or they could develop a will of their own. With me so far? But we succeeded. Oh, it's so nice to have a bit of dialogue that doesn't look like a fucking wiki article. We actually managed to increase their intelligence. However, I began to suspect that we went too far. That maybe we... Sorry, my glasses are fucking disgusting at the moment. Let's take these off. Okay, well, take them off. I didn't mean nearly destroy them.
Throw them onto the floor. You disgust me. Launches them out the window.
But maybe they were a lot smarter than they were letting on. When I was transferred here, I brought one of them with me so I could put my theory to the test. And I was right. The Jedi are taking over. The Deathclaws have apparently been playing dumb, biding their time and trying to learn as much as they can from us. They can even mimic human speech. I've actually had a conversation with that fellow in the next room.
I love the intelligent Deathclaws.
Anyway, the fact they were capable of conceiving this plan and pulling off the deception shows just how dangerous they are.
They're too
So what do you
dangerous
plan-
to be left alive.
I'm going to write a report on my findings and have it transmitted to the Enclave.
Uh-oh.
Of course, I'll have to recommend the extermination of the Deathclaw breed.
Wait a minute.
They are much too dangerous a threat to be kept alive.
That's actually a point. So can I spoil later Fallout 2 events for the sake of this?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
You know that later on in the game, after you find Vault 13 and everything else, Frank Corrigan can show up and wipe out all of the other intelligent Deathclaws.
What, in
Right.
Vault 13?
Yeah. But is that only because this guy and his stupid bastard report that he's talking about? If you kill him now, will that prevent that from happening? What's this fucker
You've gave
called?
me a good conundrum.
What's this fucker
He's just
called?
called a scientist, I think. Right,
Deathclaw scientist. I don't know what else his name is. Dr. Schreiber.
Dr. Schreiber. Schreiber.
Let's see. Interactions. Oh! Since his room is soundproofed, while sneaking through Navarro, the Chosen One can kill him with only K9 noticing. Other than that, he is a flavor character, though his death is required to acquire K9 as a companion. Okay. Well, according to that, then, there's no other effect killing him has on the game, unless the archives are incomplete.
Sorry you had a fly on you. A talking dog?
Ah, I'm right, sort of, technically. It's a restoration patch thing. In the vanilla game, no, doesn't make a difference. In the restoration patch, they fixed a scripting error where killing him and fixing the Vault 13 main computer, apparently, whatever that has to do with it, will save them. So good job. The room may be soundproof, but you left the bloody door open.
Maybe they just didn't like him.
All right, let's go meet this friendly fella. This is Zarn, isn't it?
I think it
Remember
is
his
Zarn.
name. Because I modded him into New Vegas, didn't I?
Yeah,
Remember.
I love the whole little mod area there. To be honest,
Uh,
that was neat.
made this little colony of Deathclaws.
They had a barber and everything.
Yeah. His name was Snips. And he would use his claws to cut your hair. I've still got that mod, by the way. Fucking great. I spent so
That was the
long
best
on
bit
it.
of that mod, to be
It was.
honest.
The old Moapa.
Just ended up making a completely different mod halfway through.
That was honest to God the problem with that mod, is that I would always have new ideas and it would just get, it was a feature creep. Like the definition of feature creep, just it would never get done. Way too much content.
John Boxing has finally met a punching bag. That's
A punching bag he can't defeat. Question: how can I get a haircut in Fallout 4? By not playing Fallout 4. By going. There's a guy in Diamond City who can do it. There's a guy in the Vault 88 or 81, whichever one has people in it. I don't remember any other specific barbers, but you could also make a barber in one of your own settlements by enslaving some poor schlub and then putting them to work as a barber for the rest of their days. But specifically just for the player character and no one else. Because that's how it works.
Greetings, human. I'm the warrior Zarn. Are you to be my executioner?
No, I'm
No.
Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
What takes Enclave power helmet off?
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe that an Enclave soldier is here to rescue me. More likely that you are here to build up my hopes so that you can dash them to pieces. Please give me a chance. That door over there leads to an air shaft. However, the door is securely locked and requires a pass key. Find the key, unlock the door. Okay, I think I've got the pass key, so I'm just going to...
You're such a good boy. Rescuing the poor lad.
Look at him, he's running to freedom. Look at him. Oh!
Do you like that I made intelligent Deathclaws a playable race in my D&D?
I did like that. I like that. Wasn't
They're so good. They honestly should be much dumber. I should be way more against intelligent Deathclaws being in Fallout, but I just can't be against it. I love them.
Plus, I love the idea that
Bring them back.
eventually they would have to breed with the fucking dumb death claws. So
Well, that was-
the idea of that bit was to deal with that conflict almost, which...
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was actually... I'm sure I did some reading up on it. The intelligence gene is... Is it the male side or the female side in lore? I don't know, there was something. And we applied that into our mod, didn't we? So you have all like the newer generations of intelligent Deathclaws who are not quite as... I mean, they're still smart, but they don't all necessarily speak English, because why would they? They've not been around humans anymore. They've all grown up in isolation.
I'm glad no one touched the car while we were gone.
Except Chris, who's dead. Hello, Bryn. A Deathclaw breeding mod? Holy hell, Steven. No, it was just lore, you fool. So the guy we just rescued there, Zarn, you find him again in New Vegas. Well, actually in an area outside New Vegas called Moapa. And he's now like an old lad. He's an old man now. But he has like a whole colony of, I guess, fucking offspring and whatever else. This little, basically a town who just populate a super duper mart. So he's like the grandpappy of this whole family. One of whom is a barber called Snips, as discussed. They're trying to steal your car. You're getting mugged.
A carjacker killed Lily and James Potter.
Wait, you can drive a car while using power armor? That's a fun mental image. It's a big car. Have you seen American cars? They're fucking needlessly huge.
How stupidly big this is. This car can fit a party of 5 and Marcus in. It's a big
Also-
fucking car.
Demonstrate the boot mechanic, I guess. The trunk.
Alright.
You
This
it's
fabulous
basically a portable
trunk.
home now.
It's literally my house. My
Oh.
house.
So, Sam, are we continuing with this timeline, or are you loading back to whatever you did? In the
I'm
other
going to
one?
continue with this timeline because I freed the death
Cool.
claw.
Is that more important
So-
than whatever
Yeah,
other piss you did?
yeah.
Imagine crashing the car into something, flying out the front window, and the building you crash into is more damaged. Yeah.
Look at how patient they've been waiting here. My little soldiers.
The boss sure wouldn't leave me behind. So what happens if you take the car somewhere else, park it, let's say in Mariposa, walk back here, move Vic and Sulik to where the car currently is sitting, tell them to wait, go walk back to Mariposa, pick up the car again, and then drive it back to San Francisco? You following me? Will they instantly die? Will their sprite just get stuck inside the car and be inaccessible? Will the game just explode? Will they be pushed out the way?
What if you bring the car to?
Basically, if you just do it so that they are standing where the car lands when you spawn in.
I shall find this out another day.
Oh. What are we doing? You're handing in the vertebra plans, aren't you?
Yeah, there we go.
Good
Now the
stuff.
brotherhood can
Nice.
suffer what they made me suffer.
Good. Imagine, unironically, liking the Brotherhood of Steel.
I've
Just
got
a
to be
question.
honest. You look.
I was going to ask to Hans, what you were looking into that Fallout miniatures game. Did you say what faction you wanted to play? Can't remember. It's NCR. Something. You could always play Legion like a piece of shit. I will say the Legate Lanius figure looks fucking amazing, but other than that, no. Bonus hand-to-hand
So
damage?
on top of luck 10, you can get the explorers, so you're basically always running into the good ones.
You've kind of got them all by this point, right?
I feel like I've got them all because we had that one go of it where it was just every one of them in a row.
Either the mostly based Legion or the Brotherhood of Chuds. I don't know if that's your actual answer or if you're just memeing. But fair enough. One day, when I come back from China, and if I still have money, I will absolutely get some NCR. Jokes, I've been looking for NCR. Hey! Join the club. one day they will hopefully release some Fallout 2 Enclave power armor units. But until that day, there's nothing else I want for me Enclave boys. Might just keep buying repeats of the same figures and see if I can paint them better. That's it. Just get another Frank Oregon. Why not? We'll call him Hank Frorigan. Are you really undecided on what you're going to get, Sam?
But should I get another set of more criticals? Or is that just or do you think that's just getting a bit silly? Like, I don't know.
Fuck it,
Should I
go
get
on. You're in for a penny, in for a pound, in for a tenner, in for a 50 quid. Which is not always... yeah. Places don't like accepting 50 quids. They got to use the little, like, counterfeit pen to make sure it's real. Imagine if Frank Horrigan ever decided to make "prepare to be horrified" his catchphrase. I am using that next time I play a game of Wasteland Warfare against Dylan.
Prepare to be horrified. I like that.
I like that. Prepare to die, beauty.
Don't start accusing me of being a spy. Don't like that.
No, no, no.
I'm convinced the inventories of the fucking shopkeepers here are totally randomized.
To a point, yes.
Because I know for a fact that I researched either very late last night or early this morning, and apparently luck, the higher your luck, the better drops you get, which explains why that random bootlegger had a Panker jackhammer on him. The higher luck you have, it means a lot of combat encounters can be harder at the beginning because you're fighting people with stupid tier weapons really early on. What am I being sent? Nothing. Actually nothing at all. I'm being gaslit by me mobile. Me mobile phone. Oh. Right. I've got a cheeky idea that I think I'm gonna try and do. Like my barter is actually pretty good now.
It's a shame to have a lobster's head. A careless man could end up dead. Thank you, Lily. The Capital Wasteland Brotherhood is kind of
many
lame, and the
lines.
Pridwin is fucking stupid. I just don't like him.
Who's talking about the Prid one?
The hands. I really do not like
The blimp.
the Fallout 4 Brotherhood of Steel. Like, really cannot overstate just how much of a cunt organization they are of cunts, and I want to see them all cunting die.
Yeah, but you didn't like them in
Especially
Fallout
Maxim,
3 either.
King cunt. Not my disdain is nowhere near as bad in Fallout 3. What's worse, Fallout 3 or 4 Brotherhood? I think I've made that pretty clear. Fallout 4. Like, at least the Fallout 3 Brotherhood kind of is internally consistent. Because, like, yeah, they're kind of going against lore, but, well, I mean, like, Elder Lions is going against the Brotherhood's code by trying to be the sort of good guys, which they aren't usually. But this has actually caused a massive, basically a civil war within the Brotherhood on the East Coast. You have the Outcasts, who are presented as much more antagonistic, but are actually closer to what the Brotherhood was in the classic games.
What, you don't think the ones in 4 are basically just the outcasts, or would you say that they're worse?
Well, in 4, canonically, between 3 and 4, Elder Lions dies of Ligma. What's her name? Sarah Lyons, his daughter, takes over,
Yeah.
but gets killed by unceremoniously dies fighting some super mutants somewhere. There's a leadership like vacuum. Arthur Maxon, who's a fucking kid in Fallout 3, takes over and returns the Brotherhood to tradition. Somehow, question mark, manages to get in touch with the elders back in California and gets their blessing to become elder on the East Coast.
To become Elden Lord.
Become Elden Lord, yeah. They tear Rivet City apart to build the Pridwin.
To be fair, no one's really going to miss out on Rivet City, are they?
Maybe the people living there, but yeah, and he's just kind of a knobhead. And I don't really mind, in a way. I don't mind the Brotherhood being sort of the very thing they swore to destroy, kind of becoming like the Enclave in action in a way, you know, being the real villains in Fallout 4. But they're not really presented as that because, I don't know. I feel like if your average chud playing the game thinks, oh, these Brotherhood guys are cool, and it's not, wow, these Brotherhood people are fucking assholes, then I feel like the game's making a mistake somewhere along the line, isn't it?
What you be need?
I got a point.
The premise that the entire Brotherhood just travels north to start shit in Boston boggles my mind. Why would you take a blimp to your opponent's home turf? Yeah. I don't know. It's easy to rationalize terrible decisions based on, like, their zealots, which they are. You know, they're so zealously anti-scary technology and anti-other people having scary technology that maybe they would uproot themselves and travel all the way to Boston just to destroy the Institute. You know, it doesn't mean they have to be a particularly smart group of people. But it's what they do. I feel like modern Fallout projects are primarily based on the aesthetics of the world at the cost of consistent lore. Play Fallout 76, good God. Which is a common problem with franchises these days. See Star Wars sequels. Caps, vault suits, Brotherhood, super mutant schools can't not include all of those things, even if it makes no sense to include them. This is Lily, by the way, saying this. And yeah, it's basically what Sam and myself were talking about last night. I was going on a big old rant about how the XO1 power armor has kind of butchered the Enclave's lore. And then how Fallout 76 makes everything even worse by having a game set in, what, 20, 30 years after the bombs? And yet features the Brotherhood of Steel, the Enclave, super mutants, XO1 power armor, fucking everything.
The thing is, and I've said it before, like, so just reading this pretty good comment Lily made. You should be able to include these things without them feeling like that you're having to include them. Like, why can't, they're forcing themselves to write super mutants like they're all John Ork. or big dumb fucking Shrek creature. If you've not got any plans from beyond that, just don't include them. If you really, really cannot think of anything for them, just don't. I mean, obviously they're always going to include ghouls. Ghouls are always going to be
Yeah, they're pretty universal.
yeah. If you've not got a better plan for super mutants other than just being stinky people that take over cities, then
Stinky
just
Pete. Yeah. Star Wars does the same, must include stormtroopers and the Empire to the point where there is no distinction between the First Order and the Empire. Oh, I really hate how they just made Super Mutants orcs. I love how their story plays out in 1 and New Vegas. Yeah, like we just got there on the New Vegas stream on my end. We just got to Jacobstown. Fucking love Jacobstown. It's one of my favorite locations in the game for a lot of reasons. The fact it's like a very different environment. The fact Marcus is there.
Speaking of Broken Hills, Marcus is here.
Ghouls, yeah. But fucking same thing. Humans, ghouls, and mutants all living together. It's pretty clear that the Fallout series has not been written consistently well. Even New Vegas, which is often lauded as the golden child of the newer games, has some true dumb pieces. Examples? I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, because of course New Vegas isn't perfect, but I'm just wondering what specifically you're thinking of. The problem is a lot of the issues I might have with New Vegas, you kind of got to be careful because there's some things which are like, well, cut content. Obviously, you can't really criticize the game for they didn't add enough Legion content. They didn't flesh out the Legion storyline enough because they literally didn't have time or resources to. Can't really hold that against them. There's an unrealistic few amount of NPCs in the world. Okay, well that's kind of an engine thing, isn't it? But yeah, in terms of like story and writing, I'd have to have a think. But I'll see what Dahan says. It's because running off of nostalgia almost purely is the strategy they keep going for. They being both Bethesda and Disney. Star Wars, I guess. Or even using the aesthetics that are tried and true, even if, again, it makes no sense to them. New Vegas has a number of issues, like the main plot device being a silly computer chip that updates the robot OS. I do kind of agree with you there. I do think it's a little funny that the kind of MacGuffin for the game, all it really is a software update for your robots. Not that I have anything a problem with that in itself, but you'd think that maybe there would be an easier way to just access the hardware which is already built into your robots, Mr. House. Rather than like find another way to do it, you're going to spend 2 centuries and untold numbers of caps, I guess, or whatever currency, hiring like salvagers and prospectors to find this one pre-war treasure, which is the only thing that can upgrade them all. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there would be an easier way. But if that's how it was written, I don't know. Yeah, you think the creator of the robots might have some kind of backup. I don't have a problem with it being a platinum chip with the sort of double entendre. Haha, it's a gambling chip, but it's also a computer chip. I think that's campily cool. I don't know. I don't have a problem with that. It feels kind of in place with like Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah, look, I'm not opposed to all silliness in fics. It's like I'm not some person who can't have any fucking fun with anything, you know.
Yeah, you'd imagine it, the main plot, being something more profound than robots shoot better now. I get that. At the same time, though, maybe don't think of the robot OS thing as the main plot of New Vegas, because I did beat New Vegas last time without even speaking to Mr. House or seeing the platinum chip the entire game. You know, it's not actually like totally required. The main plot is just more broadly this conflict for the region. I worry. This is Lily. I worry about the Fallout show. Was thinking about this recently. What is the story going to be about, and what will it include? I imagine they're going to want the classics: Vault, Brotherhood of Steel, Super Mutants. Oh, most definitely. I want to see the show add a new faction. New factions, in fact. I would rather have more new stuff than established stuff, although I totally understand there is going to be some established stuff, which I'm nothing against, because all of the games, even the games I love, have established things. I mean, the Enclave were in New Vegas for basically callback purposes and not much else. But I'm all for it. Depends how it's done. If the Enclave showed up as like the big bad in New Vegas in the third act twist, then that would be dumb, but that's not how they're
Fuck
handled.
sake, the hands.
Fallout 3. The chip is fine as a MacGuffin in principle. It should just do something more important than update a robot to Gen 2. I laughed about it with Sam last time, but the Boomer plot about floating the bomber is also pretty stupid, because it would be very busty.
Yeah,
I guess.
we're trying to think of ways that the river had some sort of like fucking things in it that would help preserve it. Or
It
I'll
is
just
the
put it in
freshwater
rice.
lake. So let's see how.
There is a point to this bartering, fellas. Don't worry. I'm not just doing this because I enjoy it.
No. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. The bomber being as intact at it as it is at the bottom of a lake, but
We just put some rice in it and then leave it overnight, and it'll work as good as new.
so my assumption wasn't that they were getting that plane up and running. They were just using a lot of the components that were recoverable from that plane to fix up the one which is already in parts back in their hangar. Because they already have like most of a B-29 in the hangar back at Nellis. I assume they just need some components. What part of the US has not been explored in Fallout yet? Depends whether you consider Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel canon or not, but there's pretty much the entire Midwest. You've got Montana, Wyoming. Texas was where the Brotherhood of Steel game was set, but again, if you don't count that, then there's that. There's the whole South, like the Deep South hasn't been explored. The furthest south we've gone is Point Lookout, which is only a little bit south of Washington, so it's not really deep south. Brotherhood of Steel game, but it was a garbage spin-off. It was, I think, it's on Xbox, right?
Xbox and PS2 allegedly.
Yeah, I think that was dealing with the Texas chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel or something. I sent you a Fallout map on Discord. No need. I already have a far better Fallout map, Lily. Okay, no, you've sent me an actual game map. That's good. And in return, I will send you a political map, which I used all canon sources for. Except for what's going on in Vegas. That's just my own. That's just my own playthrough. Not Vegas. Boston.
He's not doing it, but I swear sometimes Vic in the power armor will take off his helmet and wipe his sweaty head.
He definitely does. Los Angeles is pretty far south. That's not what you mean by deep South America, to be fair. Deep South, you're talking about like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida. Kind of Texas, although Texas kind of goes into a different region. Send them out to me as well, Stephen. Sure. And this would be circa the events of New Vegas, for the most part. Although it kind of depends. Now it's more game by game, I suppose. Why is the Brotherhood of Steel in like 15 places? Did they just fly around the place dropping Brotherhood Bibles and start new cults? They more flew around the place dropping themselves.
And then claiming they didn't have vertibirds.
Yeah. I'd like a Far South Fallout, but I wouldn't like another desert Fallout. I miss deserts, personally. Actually,
No, I want desert Fallout.
Reg had a good call for a Fallout game, which was like, I think he said he just wanted Mexico, and then I sort of pitched kind of put it on the border, Texas, Mexico, southern Arizona, which means you can bring in, you can see the aftermath of what's happening to the Legion post New Vegas, potentially. You've got America meeting Mexican culture around that whole area, which could be great. We know a little bit about Mexico through Raul, the ghoul character who has a companion in Fallout New Vegas, and it sounds fucking rad. You could throw in some of your real world politics, I suppose. My idea was having a reverse border wall situation where you have the Mexican ghoul authorities, whatever the hell's down there, trying to hold back refugees fleeing the Legion from up north. I thought that might be fun. So on your map, Stephen, there's a lot of brotherhoods. Yeah, you have a Montana Brotherhood of the chapter. You have a...
be right back. Keep chat engaged.
I'll keep chatting. Let me bring up my map. All these brotherhoods do not necessarily exist at the same time. This is the problem. The Montana Brotherhood we know existed somewhere around Helena. The Midwestern Brotherhood chapter is a crazy fucking anomaly. That is the game Fallout Tactics, and they basically have just gone and done their own thing entirely. They're essentially non-canon at this point, except for a scribe in Fallout 3 does say, I'm fairly sure we had a chapter in Chicago. Don't know what happened to them. But in the game, they basically just start expanding like crazy. And unlike all of the other Brotherhood chapters, they actually actively seek recruits from the common Wastelander, which puts them on a completely different footing from, the Mojave chapter and the East Coast chapter and everything else. I reckon they basically do, based on where they go in game. They cover a lot of ground, and they pick up so many recruits. I think they're essentially like a little kingdom of their own, separate from the main Brotherhood.
Fucking
And what is interesting is that if they were to be taken as canon, they almost certainly do encounter the Legion at Denver. Because we know the Legion are in Denver, and we know that
John Denver.
the Tactics Midwestern Brotherhood are in or around Denver. So, sorry, what are chat saying?
So, can you hear me?
I can, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I've just got back. I thought a gun just went off, but it was the dog accidentally throwing his bone underneath the sofa.
Ideal. Fallout, Mississippi. Fallout Alaska, if you want to go something completely polar opposite. Of course, we've had Operation Anchorage, but that doesn't really count. Louisiana and Florida would be a dope Fallout. True. Maybe not a full game, but Fallout Hawaii would be fun. I'm not sure what you would do in Fallout Hawaii. You'd almost certainly have a lot more Chinese influence. Fallout Alaska could have some fancy Chinese remnant faction. I like Chinese factions in these games. More excuses to pull out the Chinese stealth armor, which I've already simped for on about every one of these streams so far.
Become the Chinese stealth armor stream.
Yeah, hadn't finished covering the Brotherhoods though. Yeah, so you've got Montana, you've got West Coast isn't actually on my map because they are inside the NCR. Midwestern is the blue. In Texas, you have the Texas Brotherhood, originally named. And on the East Coast, you have the Virginia chapter, who I don't think exists anymore by the point of New Vegas, but I've included them on the map anyway, because we don't really know what's going on in West Virginia. And the Eastern Brotherhood, which is the, Fallout 3, Fallout 4 faction. Who we know are around Washington, D.C., but I have to assume have influence, probably extending as far as the pit, since we know that the guy in charge of the pit was a breakaway Brotherhood member, the Raider guy, whoever his name was, Antler, and of course they went north all the way to Boston, so you're gonna have to assume they have some kind of outpost heading up the coast there. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, something river, always heaven, wabadabadoo. Okay, I'm done. Stephen, China apology video. I accidentally called the Chinese invasion of Alaska illegitimate in one of my streams. Han. Alright, I think I'm caught up with China. That was a lot of talk. Glad. Where would you want a new Fallout game, Sam?
Alaska.
Is it actually your top choice, or?
No, I'm just being a massive simp and agreeing with you.
I think I don't want one anywhere where there are trees.
I don't want any excuse for Bethesda to try and make an open world look nice or pretty again.
Kind of sick of the Boston Fallout 76 look.
Like, I cannot go back to 76. I'm just sick of how pretty it looks. It's like, it is nice.
I hate it.
It is relaxing. They did a really fucking good job if they were just trying to recreate a beautiful forest area. But I'm not trying to play a beautiful forest area. I'm trying to play a fucking Fallout game. Please. There we go. That version of the encounter went a lot better. And it didn't leave me scarred.
And deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger. West Virginia. It's
your favourite weapon, the H&K G11E.
Sure, why not?
E.
I want Fallout Mushroom Kingdom. Just go to the furthest east region in Fallout 76. That's just the Mushroom Kingdom. Have you ever been there, Sam?
What's that?
The fungal forests in Fallout 76.
I'm 90% convinced I've been to the fungal forests in Fallout 76. What do you need? I really hope the boot doesn't have a limit. So I'm going to be really fucked if I need to put something in it.
Like a body, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna stuff Marcus in the boot.
There's a thing about the premise of Fallout 76. It's supposedly set early enough that things haven't gotten that bad yet. But isn't the premise of Fallout that things got suddenly very, very bad because, you know, nukes? So I think the fact that Fallout 1 and 2 are both set in California, which is mostly a fucking desert, maybe sets people's expectations for how Fallout should be. Are you still there, Sam?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm listening.
I'm just some testing going on. Test. Okay.
I just went to type test to join in with everyone else. To be honest, I just want to feel a part of something. I want to find my place in all this. Fuck.
But yeah, also, isn't something in Fallout lore, you think you know this better than me, is
the
Great Winter?
The Great Winter. I think it's around 2130.
So that hasn't happened yet.
Shite weather, and it basically cunts the entire wasteland a little bit further and just ruins a lot of the greenery.
Kills off a lot of the vegetation of
Yeah.
probably the world. Basically, the world plunged into a bit of an ice age around that point. But that's not for another decade or two after Fallout 76. So maybe things aren't quite as bad as they're going to get yet in West Virginia. So you can tell yourself that. So much for global warming. Shut up. I wanted to see if I'd get soft banned because the second half of my message didn't pop up on the left. Okay.
Right. I think we're ready to take on the slavers now. I said that last time and it didn't go well. But I think we're ready to fight some. But first, a word from our I need actual ammo before I do that.
I need some ammo.
Hang on, where?
Point that ammo at me.
Point that ammo.
Okay, so you're telling me that monkeys survived, we survived, but everything that evolved between them and us died out? Makes sense to me. Hashtag evolution owned. I'm going to assume that you know the actual response to this, and I'm not going to bother going down a...
What is my favourite settlement in the entirety of Fallout?
Why is it Junktown?
Junktown's not a bad one, to be fair. I think for me, it's probably San Francisco or Broken Hills, probably. I think the fact that one of them has a talking spore plant might seal the deal for me. There's someone's who Camp McCarran is their favourite location, just a big brick. I want you to know I felt dirty writing that. To be honest, I will say this, and I did mention this in an earlier stream. The locations in general in 2 are far superior to the ones in 1. Everything just looks a lot nicer and meant to be there.
So the settlements in 2 look nicer than 1?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, in 1, a lot of settlements were just shacks
Or
scattered around.
Poopy city blocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like fucking think of the Boneyard in Fallout 1. Probably the most...
What one's the boneyard and what one's the hub?
Kinda. The Boneyard is probably the most disappointing location in Fallout 1, if I'm being honest. Because it's the big city. It's the ruins of Los Angeles, and you get there, and there's one tiny little...
There's one doctor.
There's a little dirt village, which looks like any other dirt village, not in the ruins of a major city. And there's the gunrunners. And that's like it. Okay, there's a few other things. Obviously, you got the cathedral and everything else, but like nothing really feels like it's in Los Angeles, does it? It just looks like it could be anywhere. Yeah, whereas I think San Francisco looks a lot more unique in this game. Like if you, when you're walking around San Fran, you know where you are, assuming you've played this game before. Whereas if you give me a random screenshot of being in the middle of Aditum, I'm going to be like, the hub? Junktown? Novak? I don't know. Yeah, Lily, Van Buren, it was the original Fallout 3 project, which never got off the ground. Country roads, take me home.
Oh. Oh, I didn't do it again. I wanted the man to explode. There we go. From his balls to his brain. I love it when people slide on the floor in this. Yeah, I love whenever Sulik hits someone and they just travel the entire length of an encounter. I think that's everyone killed, isn't it? I'm sorry, your husband was killed. Oh no, there's...
I play the Ed, and Eddie sliding on soap sound effect when it happens in my head.
Can you actually free all these people? I think you can, can't you?
Just leave it to the authorities. The NCR Rangers down the street who haven't bothered to deal with it themselves. Sorry, Lily just sent me the sound effect she was talking about.
Oh, drugs.
Ooh, drugs. Oh, big yawn.
The American army could use this to our advantage.
You two mentioned Fallout maps, and I tried looking for a map images of the 3 planets from PSO2. I found 2 HD ones and no traces of the 3rd, and I'm mad.
You might as well just
Yeah.
stop reading because that word was mentioned and you've just sort of fallen asleep.
No disrespect, Brent. Ooh, stim packs. Ooh, be scanny. You didn't even read it right. That was PSU. Bren, I know. But Sam wouldn't know even, he wouldn't know what I was even saying if I said PSU. If I say PSO2, he at least knows the game series, right?
What is PSU?
I don't know. Oh, wait, I think I do know. Fantasy Star Universe?
I guess it was Phantasy Star Universe.
But had I said I was looking for the 3 planets from PSU, would you have immediately knew what I meant?
I wouldn't have immediately, but if I looked at the comment with my own eye, I would have
Yeah.
been able
You were
to
too
sort of
busy
figure out.
punching slavers.
Yeah. Right, I'm not freeing the slaves. It's like invalid code combination. I don't know what the code is. Let me just ask the NCR if they can do their job. That would be nice.
What you be need? You
Right.
got it.
Put your weapon away.
What you be needing?
What you be need?
Oh my god, I was doing the rescue. Is it Smitty, the gecko trapper?
Oh, Smiley.
Smiley. I was doing the rescue Smiley quest today with Sulik, who kept insisting on walking in as much radioactive goop as he could.
Ah,
Like, there's a path in between.
I
two
hate
big
his
puddles
noise
of
as well when he
radioactive
does
goop.
it.
Do you want to walk through the safe path? No.
I want to keep going. Oh, 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 oh.
And then I told him, all right, you just fucking wait here. I'll go on ahead. I snuck on ahead. I began fighting a gecko. Next thing I know, as he comes running down around the corner after me, like, for fuck. You're going to die. At one point, he was standing in the middle of the goop. On, like, very nearly dead was his status condition. And it was like, stay there. Do not take a single fucking step, and I'm going to stand here with me wellies and just first aid, first aid, first aid, first aid. 36 hours later, how much health do you have now? You're only severely wounded. All right, let's get you out of the puddle. Fingers crossed. Pathfinding, except he did his best to avoid the path he found. Yeah. Oh. Did that guy just explode? What the fuck just happened? Your repair skill isn't very high. But that's why Vic's here.
Oh, Vic actually fixed the.
I fucking love. I fucking love that companions can step in to do jobs.
It makes them feel important. I love the idea that Vic could stop the reactor meltdown, but just with his bullshit fucking repair skill.
Out of the way, son. Leave this to the professional.
And he actually does. We give him a lot of
put that
slack, but he is
retired
good.
army.
Yeah, he's good at certain things.
He's literally Homer Simpson. He's just good with fucking one thing. and that's it.
Stop the reactor meltdown. Do you even know what button you pushed? Sure I do. Mo.
Vic's taking his helmet off. Ah!
I'm glad I have a little bit of a stream delay now, so I can actually see it happen. Companions are still important in the 3D games. Who else would remind you of settlements that need help and mark them on your map? No, I mean, companions give you perks in the newer games, don't they? Like, I think it's Veronica and Raoul are both walking repair tables, if I remember right. You get better sniping with Boone. I don't know. I can't list everything off memory, but they do things.
Something spent ammunition casing.
Oh, and I suppose Nick in Fallout 4, he can lockpick, can't he? You can ask him to pick locks with his little skeletal robo fingers.
Oh yeah, he's like
I
the
don't think he's
one
very
that
good
has
at them, but he can do it.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there was more of that. If you had like specific companions, like I am the hacker me. If you have trouble getting through this terminal, I'll do it for you.
Okay,
else
there
could
we go.
it
That's
be?
one. Fallout 4, we have always said that, like, mechanics-wise, they did do companions a bit better.
Yeah, I
than,
mean they were clearly doing the BioWare companions more than the Fallout 3, where companions were kind of just there as a pack Brahmin and as something else to shoot.
It's the
to deal
thought
some
that
damage.
counts.
Like I think we've rated the Fallout 4 companions fairly high, haven't we? Obviously not all of them, but like as an aggregate.
Right. Sorry, I need to figure out how to free the slaves, otherwise it's going to drive me mad. Because I just went back to them and they said, "What are you doing? You've still got a job that needs to..." So, you cheeky cunts, I've done everything for you.
Why are they all so ugly though? What, the Fallout 4 companions? How dare you? I mean, most of them, yes, but have you seen Curie?
Have you seen Glyph? Nick's not ugly. Nick's got a heart of gold.
Does.
I can't believe they cheaped out by not letting us fuck Nick. It really annoys me.
Is that really not an option? Like, the less said about strong, the better, Lily, okay?
Literally, the less it's
The less
just
said
the
about
worst.
the mutants in Fallout 4 generally, the better.
Genuinely, the worst redesign in the series. I think I may actually go as far to say.
Huh. No, you can't romance Nick. What a shame. What a shame.
I can't believe they chickened out and didn't let us fuck dog me.
There'll be a mod for that.
You don't need to concern yourself. Right, what am I doing? How do I free them? Is there some sort of special button I need?
Special button. Are you using science? On-
Fucking hope.
Oh,
So don't-
destroy the generator. Destroy the generator! Have you tried that?
I didn't know you could destroy the generator.
Well, I don't know. There's a generator there. I'm just assuming. Maybe it's flashing for a reason. Just a thought. We were speaking about the next Fallout game, but that won't come until 2077 at this point. Well, I was thinking repair or science skill on the generator, not literally punching it. Are you minimized game or am I frozen?
Right, I've actually had to look. It's a little bit more involved.
Okay.
Right, several interactions with the term. A lockpick skill of 25 appears to facilitate the process. There are two combined skill checks that need to be passed: a science check and a lockpick check.
Wait, hold on. Actually, sorry, while you're figuring this out, I'm just going to talk with chat. This is why both Sam and myself have really said at this point, Bethesda needs to give up on the Fallout IP. Not give up entirely necessarily, but just let other people make the next Fallout game, because they will be 30 years before the next Fallout comes out otherwise. Because we gotta wait for Spacefall, whatever the fuck it's called. Which is this year at least, hopefully. Fucking finally. Then we gotta wait another 7 years for Elder Scrolls 6, right? Which has been announced years and years ago, but it's no development has happened on it yet. Star something, lots of star bullshit. Yeah. And then maybe the next thing to be made will be Fallout. It's silly, the amount of fucking time waiting. These games which take so long to develop, and they're jumping between the two. You know, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and then right enough they get a little tired of that and they want to do something else, which is great on them. But it's fucking terrible for the rest of us who just care about Fallout, because now it's Fallout 4 2015, and then silence, star, space.
I'm actually beginning to think I think the
Elder
IP
Scrolls.
just needs to get Star Wars in the 90s at this point. Like,
Maybe not quite to that point, but just give it to somebody else who
please.
we can trust to make the next one. Just Obsidian it. Just New Vegas it again. You know? Not necessarily has to be Obsidian. They might be busy. They might not be interested. But just do what you did with that. Hey, here's our engine. Sorry. I know some people maybe want an entirely fresh game. Sure, maybe they could do that as well. But I don't know. I don't know what I would rather have. Risk doing a complete fuck up. Make the game too different. Or have it be samey with all the same bugs. Yeah. Anyway, point is, give it to someone else. Star Trek, Star Wars, Star Maid, Starcraft, Starbound, StarQuest, Star Gladiator, Star Wing. I made up some of those, but I bet they exist. These computer things are complicated. Is this really the way to do it? This is fucking stupid.
You need 25% lot. Fucks. Right, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this. There's just no fucking. I need more lockpick, and you need -20 science. Like, I've already got the science check working, but I've tried brute forcing it, and it's just no. I'm not going to unlock them.
Wait, what mod are we talking about, Lily? The last mod that was mentioned that I remember was fucking dog meat mod. And then very briefly before that, a romancing Nick Valentine mod. Oh no, you're talking about the West Coast. There, that's better. That's a little bit less. Actually, I've used that. I have used the mod which changes the super mutants to look like they do in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. In other words, they're always gritting their teeth at the player, but that's okay.
Yeah, but I like that.
At least they don't look like horrible
Shrek.
Shreks. Shrek who's been left out in the sun too long.
He looks like a cured Shrek.
Milk of human cat. Shut the fuck up, Shot Shamel.
You cunt.
I've had enough of you and your stupid fucking milk. Super mutant.
Right, I think I'm going to park the car in Broken Hills because I don't want to get the car nicked in New Reno.
Oh
personally.
god, no. I wish you could kill strong. One moment.
Oh fuck's sake! I've just ran someone over.
Oh. Oh no.
Vic scratching his head. Well, you can fill out the insurance.
Lily, I think it's just console command set essential one word 0. There you go. Now you can kill strong.
Could barely move.
BRB, gonna go kill strong. I mean, get my Jim Jams for the night. No. You do that. Oh. I thought I already was in my Jim Jams, but then I remembered I got changed today. And I'm sad now.
Imagine waking up and you're a bloke called Jim Jams.
Imagine waking up and then finding out you fell asleep in your jeans. It's the worst, isn't it?
The embarrassing, just sweaty feeling.
Horribly uncomfortable.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Oh, well done.
Take me home. I am gold. Wanna go for a nap. I'm hungry. Give me munchies. Oh, it's old Lumpy. How's he doing? Told him we need traffic signs. What was that he said? You have the only working car in the world. And he's like, damn traffic.
That's the second most advanced form of travel in the entire wasteland.
After vertibird. Vertibird.
I completely forgot this method of travel. Caravans.
Ah.
Got Caravans to Gecko.
Company.
The new NCR and Volts. Oh, I could have spared myself so much hassle by just going on a bloody caravan. Right, I'll do the caravan to NCR.
Like, spare yourself so much trouble earlier.
Actually, no, never mind. You have to wait a million years. I'll do it for the sake of... I'm going to reload, but I want to see how hard the caravan is. Be ready to hear a lot of a singular click. Fucking come back on the 11th. Why on earth would I be in this town for that long?
Fucking arseholes. Well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go get my Jim Jams on. Fuck you. Bear back. dear. What have I just returned to?
The caravan just started.
Banditos.
Welcome to the house of fun.
Alright, chat. Where the fuck are you guys? Say some slurs.
Say
Do
one of the
something.
bad words.
Poke with stick. Say something. Lily's back at least. Lily has gym jams. So do I. Apologies for the noise. I got myself some packet of custard creams. Bryn says, boob. I agree. I love boobs. Great. They're above average. They are mediocre.
Sulik died. No, he hasn't.
That's a question we have to ask way too much, don't we? Oh,
I honestly think I would have
died.
I could give him my armor and I'd still think he probably died.
Mm-hmm. At least you can see him more clearly now when he has power armor.
Vic is completely unhurt. That's nice.
I am here, Stephen. You rapscallion. Good. I'm glad.
Sulik, why did you run up to someone just to punch him in the head?
Just let some anger out. Just really not in a good mood. You be taking the long slide, man.
Look at this starfish of people over here.
It's good. How many of them were the people you were supposed to be protecting?
Doesn't really matter, does it?
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle as I go riding merrily along.
I love how the Brahmin are just standing there like, I don't know anything about that.
I'm a head off now, fam. Alright, catch you later, Bryn. Playing The Forest with some nerds. Oh, God! It's Forest! Alright, enjoy. See you tomorrow. I don't know anything about The Forest, actually. It's a horror game, isn't it? Sounds like
You're a
it.
horror guy.
Oh. I think...
It was not worth it. I could not figure out how to get the caravan moving.
Shit. I kind of want Fallout games to have the repeatable, not settlement rescuing, but repeatable jobs in future games.
What, like cleaning up poo?
Yeah, why not? Like caravaneering or whatever. Bounty hunting. They need to implement some kind of actual bounty hunting side mission.
What, that isn't kill everyone in this room?
Yeah, which isn't another settlement needs your help. There's some ghouls nearby. The ghouls are on the other side of the fucking continent. How are they bothering your fucking farm? But like, if you're gonna have your procedural generation, do something like, hey, there's a wanted criminal. Have one of like 500 possible surnames and first names. They randomly generate. They randomly generate a character. They randomly generate equipment they have. Maybe have some of them be like quite elaborately written, so they're actually like memorable stories. Whereas obviously, you know, the vast majority, if you play it infinitely, will be complete nothingness. But hey, give us something to do. Do like the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game, and have you have the option of bringing them in alive. Maybe have the bounty randomly generate whether they're wanted, dead or alive, you know? So maybe you'll be incentivized to like hit them with a I don't know, some kind of knockout dart or something. Or implement knockouts as an actual in-game mechanic. You know, if you hit them, bonk them over the head with a baseball bat or something, we just get ragdolled.
It used to be a
And
mechanic.
you can duffel them up in a sack.
Do we need to
Yeah,
bring back the knockdown?
I'm bloody certain there's mods specifically which do this kind of shit. Not necessarily implemented as a whole bounty hunter thing. But that
Didn't
makes
Fallout
perfect
4
use for it.
remove the knockdown?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, knockdown literally was in New Vegas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bring back Fallout chimney sweeps.
I didn't know my brother had joined the fucking call again.
And we became friends, headed off together. Then, other people started following us. Guess they figured if they weren't safe with a mutie and a steel knight, safe just wasn't going to happen. Uranium mine. I knew there was one around from old maps. Now, anybody's welcome here, long as they act right. Others might not think much of us, but nobody's more free than we are. There you go. Damn right. Best friend I ever had. Hell yes, I would have. What a great mutant he would have been. We had this argument all the time. I miss that hard head.
He keeps giving you the upward nod. Have you noticed that?
What, Marcus?
Yeah.
Just showing off he's built different with his neck movement.
Who's he talking about? No one specific that we would know. Jacob, right?
The world's moved on.
Wait, are we still talking? Wait, what are we talking about?
Hear ancient history?
Talking to Marcus.
No, he's talking about he fought a Brotherhood guy.
Yeah, now I'm asking him about the Master, just because why not?
Oh, fuck's sake. Well,
What?
Lily's asking who is he talking about, and I'm trying to remember. Is that
Jacob.
of Jacobstown? Yeah.
Yes.
So back probably like shortly after the events of Fallout 1, after the mutants had, you know, been routed, the whole Master's army and everything, the Brotherhood of Steel hunting them down. Marcus has a tussle with one Brotherhood member. They fight for ages and ages, and eventually they both kind of just, they fall over and laugh. Ha ha ha, isn't this silly? Let's be friends. And then, of course, Jacobstown in Fallout New Vegas is named in his honor.
hated humans. We just had a better way. These new governments, they think they've got all the answers. Blah, blah. Been there, seen that. Got the scars. The Master wanted to elevate everyone to his level so we wouldn't fight each other anymore. He was convinced we wouldn't do it by ourselves. Couldn't. We had to be forced to
I
evolve.
kind of like it that Marcus in Fallout 2 isn't fully reformed yet. He's
Still
obviously
got a bit of the old racism in him.
yeah, he is like, yeah, the Master had it right. It's a shame it never worked out. Mutants are better than humans. I've got nothing against you personally. I won't like shoot you or anything, but we are better than you. That's kind of his attitude in this game, isn't it?
Yeah, even though his best friend was a human, it's a bit,
Yeah,
it's
well,
a bit weird.
Well, my best friend's a dog. If I had a dog, but you know what I mean. You love
Yeah.
your dog, don't you? Doesn't mean you necessarily think they're better than you, or even as good as you. Now, me personally, I think dogs are better than most people, but like the average person isn't going to say that.
Men can heed the call and rise above it all. Most just run away. When Jacob heard the call and embraced it, so did the Vault Dweller. But no matter how many rise above, the masses will always destroy them. Right?
Master, Marcus, did you just give me the, in spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you speech? But no matter how many rise above, the masses will always destroy them. In spite of everything you've ever done for them, eventually they will hate you.
The Master just wanted everyone to see clearly. The Vault Dweller ended that dream.
Oh dear. Mm, 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 mm.
The original Vault Dweller? You mean the one who killed the Master and destroyed the vats?
Yes.
Not a problem. Like I said, that was a long time ago.
Yes.
You're talking a long time ago.
Right.
The world's moved on.
And I'm moving on from this conversation, you fucking racist. You.
He's definitely chilled out a bit more in New Vegas, isn't he?
He's so fucking relaxed in New Vegas. He just wants to be a little town mayor
I just
without the worry of.
Leave me alone.
I love how we went from running a fucking uranium mine operation to this is my retirement home. I just want to piss around in the snow forever now.
Lily asks, "Does Marcus remember being human?" I know
This
the
is
answer
what I
is
wonder.
yes.
Is he a pre-war human?
Oh,
Because he talks like one. Like how he's like, governments are shite and all that.
I think he's just talking about how he's lived for the last century anyway, and has seen like the NCR grow up and everything else. I don't think he's pre-war. That wouldn't really I don't know. That wouldn't really make sense, would it?
How does it make you feel knowing that the Master actually eats the first ever super mutant that he makes?
It's a little weird, isn't it? Absorbs them. Here we go. I've got a quote.
People.
I've got a quote from Marcus. I don't know if this is from this game or from New Vegas, but my memories of being a human aren't as clear as they once were, but I remember pettiness, hatred, jealousy. I prefer being a mutant. Marcus.
So, like, are you the new mayor of Broken Hills now?
We die, the mayor now.
Need to get a deep faked Marcus voice whenever we recruit him.
Is Jacob still alive, or is he just presumed dead because human lifespan? I honestly have no idea. I don't think it really matters, but I think he's probably dead. This is talking.
He's probably
the
dead.
story he's telling is probably 50, 60 years ago, right?
Yeah, I get the impression.
Before this town was set up?
Well, they set up the town and then he fucked off into the wasteland, presumably
okay.
to die or have some sort of adventure or craziness or what have you.
Some wickety wackety adventure.
Old age.
Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Wow, wow, wow. I've heard about you and your honeyed words.
Welcome to town. What's your name? Well, I'm kind of undercover right now. Oh, that's understandable. He accepts that I'm LARPing as some sort of secret agent.
I see.
But Broken Hill, I like it. It just seems like a town of just fucking weirdos that happen to live next to a uranium mine.
It's a very clean town as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There's no fucking skeletons lying around. There's no rubble in the streets. You've got outdoor seating. It's nice. We've all seen a pet grow old within a tenth of our own lives. Yeah. Oh, lifespan differences are something I always love in storytelling. It's so tragic yet relatable to most people. Absolutely. Doctor Who, Asari, and Krogan are both the long-lived. They both live about 1,000 years in Mass Effect, don't they? Yeah, there's a lot of good shit like that. I'd say the relationships between like all elves and humans in the Lord of the Rings, but then they're all fucking emotionless automatons anyway when it comes to romance in those stories, so doesn't quite hit me as much.
I don't know why I'm being attacked. I will reload.
You went into the illegal room.
What is in the illegal room?
I don't know. You're not allowed to find out because it's illegal. In my fantasy world, the cat people live for 60 years, elf for about 300. To be honest, 60 in a fantasy world ain't that bad. Assuming they're living on, like, real-world medieval levels of healthcare. Like, I think a 60-year-old human back in the 1200s or something wouldn't be too bad. I feel like if you really want to show the difference there, I would make the cat people even shorter lived. Like a 50-year-old cat person is like ancient, old, bearded. If they grow beards, you know what I mean. Or maybe 60 is like the equivalent of being a 100-year-old.
Fucking Elvic, calm down.
So are we loading? Or
We are loading, yeah. I'm just sort of trying to give my eyes something to do.
Maybe still in flux. Could make any sort of change. If we're saying 60 is like a really, really high end lifespan and not the average age, because 60 for like the average age is pretty good, to be honest. It's higher than some countries in our 21st century. Life expectancy. What's Scotland's life expectancy for males? God, it's gonna be fucking low, isn't it? Lower than the rest of the UK, probably. Life expectancy continues to fall in Scotland. Wonderful. 76.6 for males, 80.8 for females. Feminism strikes once again. God, actually, that's pretty bad.
What do you want, human?
The UK life expectancy.
Too
Wait,
many
what does this
people
mean? All
have
and
done much
then
something else you
female.
wanted.
What?
Long story. Want it short?
That's a strange way to
Now, you were
chart
right,
your
Mike.
information there.
Damn right.
Okay.
Hell yes, I would have.
Let's go.
We had this argument all the time. You're talking a long time ago, right?
Ah.
The master, while Jacob heard, the master just wanted everyone to see.
So the UK average is
if
79
all humans fought
for
what
men.
they believed in like that,
Yeah, it's
we wouldn't have
76.6
needed the
in
master's plan
in Scotland.
the first place.
Ooh, that's bad.
Something else you
England
wanted.
football. Let's see, where are we highest?
What's news? Well, getting kind of worried about one of our caravan.
Well, we just
guys,
go
Chad. He might be skimming.
combined.
You have to check
We'll just go
it
the
out.
average then for males and females. Norway has the highest, of course they do.
Let me
83.2.
know when you found something, right?
Austria 81.2. UK 80. I don't think it's fair to look at Ukraine right now. I don't know if current events are affecting that, but 71.2. Wonderful. Anyway, I don't know why we're looking at this. Just something to talk about.
Disgusting. Oh!
Average life expectancy in the NCR. I don't know if that's an actual thing. Let's find out. It's going to be higher than anywhere else in the fucking wasteland, I'll tell you that much. From what I recall reading, the average life expectancy of... Oh no, they're talking about real life. Howdy, Fartner! What's your build, if I may ask? Alexander Morozov asks. If you're going to answer.
Build is just a unarmed crit build, mainly. Just
high luck, high strength.
High luck, high strength, shit perception, decent endurance, okay charisma, average intelligence, high agility, high luck. Yeah. And got more criticals free, swift learner, and gecko skinning, which isn't really a real perk, is it?
No. I want to ask, like, I've not really been paying that much attention to some of the combat, but have you been getting a lot more crits than before?
I have. I feel like I'm basically getting a crit every time I go for the eyes now.
Haha, nice.
It's not always a good crit, but it is critting, which is the important thing.
I need to find out what this eye critical chance is.
Fallout 1 better than Fallout 2, do you agree?
Better is a hard... I think better as a game,
I think Fallout 2...
But I think both you and I enjoy Fallout 1 more, because it's a much easier game to kind of just dip into.
Yeah, I feel like with Fallout 1, you can either dedicate days to it or 30 minutes and still beat it however you want and still have a good time. It respects your time. Fallout 2, I feel like, has more overall juice in it, but you've kind of got to search for it. Whereas, yeah, like Fallout 1, obviously, it's just presented to you.
Lily, no, I will ban you. Fallout Tactics over New Vegas, debate me.
But I think Fallout 2 has a better world to it. I think
there is way more to do in Fallout 2.
Yeah, Fallout 1, it's very easy and very linear.
For quests in Fallout 1 sometimes. But it's a very, very polished linear kind of experience. Like, yeah, I really love Fallout 1. As a person who hasn't played Tactics, I agree. I have played Tactics, actually. I've tried 3 or 4 times to actually, like, no, this time, I swear to God, I'm going to sit down and I'm actually going to play through this game. And then I get halfway through the first mission and I'm just like, no. No, this is not fun. This is not for me. It's not worth it. It's a load of pish. Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. Like some towns are definitely not created equal. Like there's a lot more to do in New Reno than basically anywhere else in the game, and there's a lot more like branching things to do there. Like you can pick from like the 4 different gangs to work for.
Mm-hmm. Like, we were just praising San Francisco as a setting earlier, but we'll admit there's not exactly a lot to do in that as a location.
Yeah,
It's more of just flavor, you know?
just visually, San Fran looks really cool.
Yeah. Visually and lore-ally.
Thematically,
But,
there we go.
yeah, it's more just there to be a hopping off point for the end game. You know, the docks of San Fran. There's the whole submarine quest, which you haven't done, I don't think, yet.
I don't think I've done
There's
it.
the
No.
there's the Chinese submarine you can go into, or in the bay, and you can break into the or get invited into the Shin headquarters and see their emperor, quote unquote.
The Emperor himself.
Also, the amount of different models of weapons is almost hilarious. Like 3 different full auto shotties. It's a lot in it. They are tiered weapons, just as you were explaining earlier.
Yeah,
Like they
it's
aren't all made equal. They do get better
normal
with each one.
shotgun and sword off are tier 1. The combat shotgun is tier 2. The H&K cause is tier 3. And the Panker jackhammer is tier 4, which is the best one.
I
But
think
yeah,
most weapons follow
it
a
is
similar
odd.
system. Now, I have my problem with some of the weapon art and some of the weapon weapons included, but we've had that debate in the last 2 streams, haven't we? So let's not talk about the P90 again. But more weapons being included is a good thing. Because Fallout 1 was a little bit sparse in places, big guns especially. It does. I'm not American, so maybe I just can't tell. I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
It's Team 4 story.
I think that was us saying something about San Fran. P90 as a full auto Belgian SMG having no reason to be in the US. It's not the fact that it's Belgian. That has nothing to do with why it shouldn't be in Fallout. It's the fact that it's a real world, like, what, 70s developed SMG, whatever. I'm getting dragged into the debate again, Sam. I gotta stop myself.
No, just stop. What is it you want out of it? I'm a busy man.
Not even 70s, actually. I think I was being generous. 90s. When did its development begin? The first prototypes were created in 1992. Holy shit, I was being way too generous. That makes it even worse.
I thought that was that really boxy prototype there.
That's probably what it's referring to. If it's not got wood stock, it doesn't belong in the Fallout universe. That's me rule.
You
Love
don't
this
apply
guy,
that to the
this
minigun.
smart-ass Scorpion. Minigun could have wood on it.
Have you made anything that works? Yes, I have, thank you very much. You ever hear of Mentats? I helped develop the method for easy mass production of that drug.
Just when you play chess against the Scorpion.
Hang on. Let's take one of your tests. Now, test my agility. There we go.
Ha 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 ha. How the hell did you pick a lock with claws? Wait, how is that a tie? You opened it first. Bullshit.
Being gaslit.
Skill issue. I don't think you can just keep doing it until you win. I think it's like a pure skill check. Stat check.
I should just batter him, really, shouldn't I?
Whatever your agility or your lockpicking skill is, whatever it's taking it from. Tank issue, DPS Moira. Checkmate. Click. What? You cheated?
Don't be a sore loser.
Are you rage quitting? You're not doing any more
Yeah, I am.
tests against the Scorpion?
Can't fucking do it to myself anymore.
You know about the plant Seymour, innit?
Trying to find Seymour.
I'm sure he's around that doctor's lab, isn't it? Or is it in the garden somewhere? Do. Hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Seymour! No, mother, it's just the Northern Lights. Lily, leave me alone.
Why are you being asked to read it again?
Because she's being pedantic. It's like, I didn't read your joke right.
Oh no, I think I know why. It's because your microphone went a bit weird.
Oh, well, skill issue, innit?
Moment's gone now. Steven's. Oh, here he is. There we go.
I'll just fucking collapse into myself like a dying star. It's fine.
He connected with that scientist in any way. He grew me from a tiny spore and nurtured me, but I realised from an early age that if I were to act as smart as I truly am, he'd cut me into pieces. This is my last resort. So I played dumb and got planted out here. It's nice, but I'd like to branch out a little. You know, maybe get planted someplace else. Right, what do you want? Right here is nice and all, but frankly, these plants aren't much for conversation. I was thinking over there by the building with all the ghouls in it. Would you replant me? Sure. Just find yourself a shovel. I think you have to go.
The
I
whole
think there is a
story with this
Brahmin poo
plant
bin.
is what I often tell when someone asks how Fallout 2's tone is different from Fallout 1's. There's a lot more pure, silly nonsense in Fallout 2.
If I never feel like it takes me out of it, really, though. I like the silliness a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the silly stuff got relegated to like Wild Wasteland in New Vegas, and even then, it wasn't really anything that silly. It was just like, oh, pop culture Easter eggs. And then you get silly things like the aliens, the UFO in Fallout 3. Wasn't that fun until they made an entire DLC out of it and turned it into this fucking overblown sci-fi epic. It's like, okay, we get it. The aliens have to have lore now.
Aliens have to be normal now.
You couldn't have just had it be a silly little Easter egg with an overpowered weapon hidden in it. No. Gotta make an entire bloody expansion pack. Pop culture Easter eggs are somewhat of an issue, by the way, for us casual Eastern Europeans. Yeah, I guess it could be. Just depends how well known the thing is. I mean, I don't suppose you're a Monty Python fan, are you? Because there's a couple of those in New Vegas. I prefer competitive ranked Eastern Europeans. Same. Like that one with the dog and some stupid ass boy who fell into a well. To be fair, even I don't really know what Lassie is, but that's Lassie, right? I know it purely from what's that, Lassie? Timmy fell down the well. I could even be wrong there, but that's a reference, I think. I thought it was Flipper. What? No, you're thinking of Flubber, the Robin Williams movie about the goo. Shut up. Free Willy? Yeah, no, that's the one. You know, I'm bringing up a list of the Wild Wasteland encounters. I can't think of them all now. There's the Uncle Owen Aunt Beru skeletons, Star Wars, obviously. There's the Monty Python I just saw the word orca. The Monty Python Roman Latin graffiti. There's the Indiana Jones in the fridge. I can't think of any others right now.
Something else you wanted? Got a little trouble
At
with the
some
mine.
point, Rex will
If
speak to
you're
the
interested in helping
courier
fix it,
with an
usually at the
Aru,
mine.
who
Sometimes
then
it's a
determines that little Jimmy may have fallen into the well, the location of which is marked on the pit boy. Okay, I don't remember this one. That's funny. Owen and Baru and Nipton, yeah. The holy frag grenades. There we go.
Yeah. Reg, where have you been? You ain't been here the whole time.
Hmm? I didn't know that was a wild wasteland, actually. The One. It's a unexploded nuclear bomb in the far north of the map. You know, like the Centaur's crater is.
Yeah.
And there's usually a bunch of mutants around there.
Yeah. Sorry, this is not a proper stream of Fallout 2. This is just me mucking around whilst talking to people for 4 hours and not really getting much done. This is by no means an actual proper playthrough of it.
Have you done any quests in New Reno yet? Have you, actually?
Apart
the
from
boxing.
accidentally aggro the armory man, then and have to get him killed. No, I haven't. Actually, no, tell a lie. I've done the boxing. Yeah.
It's just Sam and Steven ASMR with Fallout 2 ambience. True.
Yeah. Never going to find this shovel, am I?
To hell with proper playthroughs. Kill people and get high. God, I wish. To the killing people. Because I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. This isn't a completionist playthrough. It's more bloke who discovered Mike Tyson poster in Tribe Chest and decided he was going to be a boxer. Is that John Boxing's actual origin story?
It
It is now.
is now, yeah. Because I'll tell you what, I hadn't really thought of one. He was just called John Boxing, but maybe he named himself John Boxing.
But he still has to win the World Martial Arts Tournament. Until that is achieved, your life ambition is as hollow as your future. Mike Tyson was born in 1966, but fuck continuity. Also, I don't know any boxers from the 50s. That's not out with the realms of possibility.
It would just be a 50s themed Mike Tyson. I don't know. I have a theory on why alcohol has no positive effects in game, because it's got none in reality.
Unlike other in-game substances, alcohol is like legal in real life. Look, the positive effect of alcohol is tasty. which isn't even actually true. But once you've had enough, you convince yourself it tastes nice. That's
You
that's the
gaslight
unspoken
yourself.
truth of all alcohol consumption. Your first year of drinking it, it's like, yeah, that's that's real nice, tasty. And then yeah, no, eventually, it's like coffee. Eventually, you get a taste for it.
Is it easy to get the car back if it gets stolen or no?
I don't remember, but I do know you can get it back. It's not like a game over situation.
Because I
did
might
panic
just
at
walk.
first.
I might just walk to Reno because at least we'll get combat.
I say just do it once. Get the car quest. Get it over with. You get to have some banter. You probably get to beat up some car thieves, and then
Beat up
and then
some
you never
used
have to
car
worry about
thief.
it again. That's the
You
thing.
never do it again.
It's a one-time thing.
Okay, let's get our car nicked. Come on, fellas, let's be the victim of crime. I need to get out of it. This is my least favourite encounter.
Dogs. Let's listen to
Not
them.
this. I hope the way I get my car stolen is it's literally carjacked from me, even though I'm in Enclave power armor. They hold up their 10mm pistol and just fucking say, "Get out the car!"
Lily be like, I love crime, posts clown emojis in a Red Scott stream. GTA style, they throw you out. They grab you by the armored plates out the window. If I remember
Oh,
correctly, it's more like you return and it's just gone. You do remember correctly. If you walk away, I think if you go into one of the other like zones in New Reno and then come back, that's when it disappears. The rules don't apply here. Clang, 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 clang. I know. I didn't say they did. That's why I said a Red Scott stream. Meaning.
not this cheap
meaning my one.
imitation.
You wouldn't steal a TV. You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't steal my heart, you beautiful bastards. But in seriousness, piracy is still a crime. Don't do it.
It depends. I know that's
Depends.
become my saying of the year, Reg, but it depends.
Depends on what, Dex. It depends on how available the streaming service is in your region, to be honest. Also, do I want to get Crunchyroll just for 1 week to watch the Nier Automata
No.
anime, which is coming out tomorrow? Oh my god, I forgot about that. The answer is no. It depends. It depends.
There we go, before Vic wastes any more ammo on this shit. Oh my... No. No mobsters. Please. Just let me get my fucking car jacked, will you?
What the hands? I don't know, nothing. It's just been bad comment.
It depends.
Where's
It's
your
the
car?
hand.
Is it? It's in the...
Yes, in the...
Oh, well, we know who's going to steal it, don't we?
What, fucking Jules?
I don't trust him. Actually, he might be the one who tells us who stole it, to be fair.
I reckon he tips them off about it and they steal it.
Here he is, attempts to capture the hands with Master Ball. You fool, that isn't enough for the hands. Is there a Pokeball above Master Ball? I don't even know. Whatever it is, even if it doesn't exist, that's what you need.
The John Ball.
The John Ball. The Ball. Ever watched Scorsese's Casino? No. Have not. I don't watch good films.
Hey, where's my car? My fucking car!
It's already gone.
Yeah,
You're just getting
it's
it over
gone.
with, are you?
Jules, have you seen my car? I parked here a while ago.
I'm gonna BRB. It's 11:30, and I haven't done my Duolingo today.
You sure you parked here? I ain't seen it. You suddenly come blind. You see my fist. You see it. Tell me again. I fucking dare you.
Somewhat reminds me of New Reno in this game. Oh yeah, I love the vibe. I love the fucking shady casino town.
It truly is the seediest fucking little place ever, isn't it? I see some guys take the guard, but there were too many of them for me to stop. Shut up and take me on. There we go.
Oh dear, Lily's getting threatened for missing her Romanian lessons now. That's a new one. Pretty sure she was doing Dutch, but whatever. Knowing her, she'll change every few months into something else.
I've learned in the great language of John Harkinian. They've got my fucking motor in there.
Is it a chop shop?
They're actually gonna
fuck
fucking
it,
tear
it looks like it is.
They're
They're
gonna fucking
eating
tear
her,
it.
and now they're gonna eat my car. Oh my god! This situation here with guys who stole the car. It's the first time I unintentionally fell into a roleplay, was super angry, and just killed them. I would be. The amount of fucking work you have to do to get that car in the first place.
Right. I'm not gonna ask much. Just give me the fucking car back this instant. In fact, you know what? Can I just take the fucking motor back?
Oh, need. Now I've been arrested and thrown into a cell with Tate. Three blokes in power armor attempt to commit fraud by tricking scumbags to taking their bugged FBI car into Chop Shop. Yeah, these guys should probably, like, back away now, shouldn't they? Sulik's got his sledgehammer out. Vix is walking over. Vix inspecting the tools. Where are you guys from? One of you has an Irish accent, I think. It's Scottish. Sam is Englandshire.
You get called everything but Scottish, don't you?
Yeah, I really do.
But ironically, you keep getting called Scott on your own channel.
Scottish, aye. Scottish. Scottish.
I'm sorry, this is justifiable. They shouldn't have stolen my car.
No, they fucking shouldn't have.
They knew what they were doing.
They will not be missed.
I was going to say, Sulik, please don't get in here and fight for me.
Have I ever met Limmy? Unfortunately, not that I know of.
Just as scared.
There's an Ian at every corner of the world trying to find purpose. We've had Slaver Bloke, and now we've had Ian in charge of stealing cars.
Right. Give me
I'm
my
just a simple
motor
man
back.
trying to make my way in the universe.
Stephen has met John Iron Brew, though.
You fool! Of course I've met him. He's me. Why, I haven't gone by the name of John Ironbrew since, before you were born.
I like the one guy who's just doing the don't move, their vision is based on movement strategy.
What, him over there?
To be fair, it's working. You haven't killed him yet.
On the left?
Yeah.
I'm going to kill whoever's setting off this fucking combat timer. This is driving me mad.
He was the best star pilot in Time Galaxy. And a cunt.
I got fucking spurs. That jingle, jangle, jingle.
He was a bad friend.
This is true to Hans. What? It's a bop.
What bot? Where? What's that?
The song I've got in my head. I got spurs that
Oh,
jingle,
bot. I thought you said
jangle,
a bot
jingle.
was in the chat, and I was like, why haven't you banned it then? You've got the
No.
power to.
Top tier Fallout tune.
Oh, this is getting fucking stupid. Right. I could just fucking leave him. Just don't make an unarmed bill.
This is the problem.
Everyone, Frank Horrigan's probably going to end up running away with his 2 billion AP, isn't he?
He's just gonna run and never stop. It's gonna go right through the wall. What do y'all think of Fallout 3? Do you want to go first?
Fallout 3. I'd say I prefer the DLC of Fallout 3 over the actual base game in a lot of ways. Like, no, I feel like DLC in that is really fun. It's not very Fallout-y, but I enjoy it. But it does get harder to go back to every year for me.
I have a lot of nostalgia for Fallout 3, and that's probably what, keeps it in good graces for me. It is not a very good Fallout game, nor even that good of a role-playing game. Like we've taken the piss out of the the karma system. do one too many good things. Well, if it isn't little Goody Two Shoes from the vault. Do one too many bad things. Well, if it isn't the bad person from the vault. Either way, you're fucking screwed. But I enjoy it. It's a very nice game to just roam around in. I do love the world. I do love I do not like the the enemy spawns in that world, but I like the actual world itself. We talked about the other week navigating the metro systems, like horribly confusing. As Lily says, in general, the game is very hard to navigate, but that's almost a part of the appeal sometimes if you're in the right mindset. Getting lost in the world. Not necessarily knowing exactly where to go, but just sort of finding other things accidentally on your way while trying to find Tenpenny Tower. You know? Oh, what's this weird little village underneath this highway? Oh, Girder Shade. Oh, who's this fucking weirdo asking me to go collect Nuka-Cola Quantum Bottles? It's not what I was looking for, but hey-ho. The metro systems are hell to navigate, but the DC ruins are the greatest dungeon crawl experience in Fallout to date. Yeah, hard to argue. Fallout 3 was the game I got on Xbox 360, and it blew me away with its detailed damage models and ability to mess up the overworld. Fallout 3 was my first game on PS3, so first that generation console. So my hype was pretty stratospheric for the game. Like, I don't know, I was watching so many of the IGN releases and trailers and all the other stuff for that game. It was, yeah. And it didn't disappoint whatsoever. I fucking loved that game. But yeah, it's like one of those games that I really do love, but I absolutely will complain about all the flaws for. And to completely recognize all of the flaws. A good Fallout could be defined by where it's set. More deserty locations are the best for me, with the occasional city to visit, but mostly build-up cities I don't like, to be honest. Sorry, mostly built-up cities I don't like. I don't know, that's a debate. Like I've said before, I think the main character of the Fallout games is the world itself. And it's nice to see the world change and evolve over time, especially if it's a known location, or at least known factions. Fallout 3's biggest problem is probably the fact that the world hasn't advanced. It doesn't evolve.
Mutants are still stuck like it's Fallout 1, where they're the evil thing that haunts cities. And
Fallout 3 is a Fallout-themed theme park, which is funny, because 76 is definitely that, if Fallout 3 wasn't. You know, you've got all the recognizable stuff in it. But you know what? Hey, it wasn't that bad of an introduction to the universe for somebody who had never played the previous games and now appreciates them a lot more than Fallout 3. You know? So, can't say it did me any harm.
oh yeah, I forgot the whole reason I came here was to get my car back.
Don't forget the car. Took me like 2 actual life weeks to find the Brotherhood goons in DC. Jesus, yeah, trying to go from Galaxy News Radio to the mall tower. Maybe that one, or I don't know. There's trying to find anything specific is a nightmare. I would rather go to New Reno than navigate the Boston ruins. Well, fuck yeah. Because New Reno has, like, people and character and characters.
Not enough mutants in it, but you know.
It's not just ruins for raiders to snipe you from. Which, believe it or not, does get fucking boring after a while. Not enough mutants with flesh bags. Gore sacks.
The old...
I wonder if I can get that sound on my soundboard. Just for you.
It's like a bottle cap jingling around in a bag of fucking mouldy chicken.
Fallout 4, despite its colourful palette, is a very bland game, says Reg. Why isn't my soundboard opening? That's annoying. Fuck it, never mind then. No gore bag noises for you guys. Yeah, I really don't like the Fallout 4 lighting, color palette. I wouldn't even say it's very colorful. It's like it's not got the brown desert vibe that Fallout 3 does, and everybody complained about. Instead, it just kind of has a mush vibe. Like, I hate rain. I've grown to despise rain in video games because of Fallout 4. All I think about with Fallout 4 is doing settlement building and then suddenly not being able to see anything because the fucking rain's on and everything's wet.
Well, I don't know. I still enjoy the rain personally.
I know you do, but
not,
you've also not sunk nearly as much time into Fallout 4 settlement building as I have. So you haven't haven't had it
I've got
ruined
better things
for
to do
you.
with my life.
Exactly. You haven't had it ruined for yourself. Fallout shouldn't be so damn wet. Yeah. Am I hearing a cat?
No, you're hearing Charlie.
Ah. It's not nearly as important. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
I don't know which pub I want to work for, to be honest. Hang on, which one's run by the bishops?
Mr. Bishop's gonna have my balls on his mantelpiece.
Oh, it's definitely the Shark Club, isn't it? Mr. Bishop's gonna have my balls on his trophy wall.
Damn it. I have found the gore bag sounds in my New Vegas data folder. I am sorry. Pop, 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 pop. Hey, Sam.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, cookies!
Is that him rooting around?
Yeah. Fallout shouldn't look like San Andreas 4K puddle mods. What's the difference between a pub and a bar? They're spelt completely different. Haha. Mr. Bishop is, in my honest opinion, somehow the best written character in Fallout 2. Oh, I don't remember personally. I've only beaten this game the one time. And I loved it so much that I didn't really want to do it again. Because I didn't want to, you know, burn out on the game. My second playthrough is ongoing as part of the series. I did my third playthrough. I started today after watching Sam, and I was suddenly in the mood. Can you fuck a ghoul in any Fallout game? I need to know for research.
New Vegas. You can fuck a cowgirl
Oh, you
person
can. You can hire her for the
Garretts.
Garretts,
the
yeah.
Atomic Wrangler.
You can't badger any ghouls in the classic Fallouts? This is going to have to be
Trying to remember all the
something I
people you
search,
could-
isn't it?
I'm trying to remember all the people you can fuck in Fallout 2. I think you can fuck your husband or your wife.
I'm gonna fuck my wife. Where is it? I'm gonna fuck my wife. As long as she's in the mood. For a second, I forgot what a cowgirl is and, well, tried to imagine something weird. You were thinking of the other thing that comes up when you are 34 cowgirl, weren't you? That's okay.
I'll be your horrible cow hybrid if you'll be my horrible cow hybrid of the opposite range.
Brahmin girl wife. What we talked about? Oh yeah, I was googling Fallout 2 sexable characters. That's actually what I searched. I couldn't think of how else to word it.
Sexable.
Who are the sexable characters?
You can in New Vegas. You can get the prostate exam from the Protectron Fisto. That should have made the gore bag sound effect. Ugh. Okay, Google. Two sex hammers. I just want to work for the fucking Bishop family, and they're not doing anything. Just let me work. I don't want to work for the Mordinos. They have Myron.
That does not look like there are any ghouls.
Hey, Binbag, do you have any sex left? I ran out of mine. Okay, Google, how many times do I need to have sex before God lets me into gamer heaven?
Alexa ran out of sex. Gordon Brown went on the news and said all
All
the intercourse is gone.
That's why he's our greatest prime minister.
He was the best prime minister in the galaxy.
And he was a good friend. And he lost all the gold.
That's the true end game for Red Scott Gaming. The Gordon Brown interview, and he has to sit through an entire fucking hour compilation of all our shit. Gordon Brown, all the gold, all the apes, all the sex is gone.
Gordon Brown announced to the world this morning, all my apes are gone. Will somebody actually make a montage of every reference we've made to Gordon Brown over the last year? There's a challenge
for
somebody
days.
sift through every one of our streams.
Big Gordon. Right.
The best part is he never actually came out on stage at any point and said all the gold is gone. That is a complete fabrication. It was his fucking chancellor, probably, or someone.
It was, so Mandelson,
Manny Mandelson, that's right.
Pete. Who are you?
History is written by the memers. True. You can badger this lady, can't you?
Yeah, I know. That's what
That's why I'm here.
the game is shaming John Boxing for not being very good in the sack, so I'm trying to.
You're gonna give her the old.
Oh, for fuck's Yeah, that's a great fucking line to get him interested. Hello there. Do you know where I could find something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit?
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Sounds as if your marriage life isn't as healthy.
Speaking of Gorebag Sound MP3, it is very late and I have a stream tomorrow, so I will bid you all a farewell as I head to bed. Good night. Good night, Lily. Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun. It is getting late, however. It's almost midnight. Sam.
The power armor stays on during sex.
I am probably going to end it soon because I'm actually getting a fucking headache now. I don't know why.
Reading all that green
but
text.
Yeah, it's fucking burning.
Is that why people say they're good in the sack? Because the sex sounds like Gorebag?
Hang on a second. I'm getting. Hold on a minute. Can you read this lady's dialogue for me in your most convincing woman voice?
Most convincing, you say?
Yeah.
Hold on a moment. Yes.
Sorry, you said you have a headache. You don't want me to be doing this noise, do you?
Yeah.
You seem to be new in town. Would you care to join me for a drink in my chambers?
We're already in your chambers, woman.
Oh, right. We can discuss New Reno. It's a dangerous place. It's dangerous out there. Take this.
Hans vagina. Those are familiar with this voice.
Right.
Go my voice. Yeah, that kind of was Go my voice, wasn't it? I'm waiting for the stream to catch up before I can see the next comment. We shall see. Okay, we shall. We shall see. Shall we see? We are gonna.
I'm gonna have sex. I know what sex is, but I won't tell you.
Wait, hold on. Where is that? Hold on. Fuck. Damn it. I had that as a Half-Life scientist voice line, didn't I?
I know what sex is, but I won't tell you.
Join Mrs. Bishop for a drink in her chambers. The two of you talk for a while. Then she comes over.
Yummy cummies. I love him in my tummy.
Then she comes over. Starts caressing you.
And then she says,
Godric, you filthy slug.
And towards the end of it with it fading to black.
Feel it.
You.
why the power armor stayed on during sex? You just both start. I love how you're actually just doing the death animation right now.
The starfish.
That's funny.
Oh, you
That's
make
funny
love.
shit.
It's not the best. It's not the greatest. But for a brief moment in your turbulent lives, you and Mrs. Bishop forget the qualities of the world and lose yourselves in each other. Yeah, I bet you do. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Truly an accomplishment worthy of recognition.
Oh, What do you want to do now? Mr.
Pack your things. We're leaving.
Oh, Lily's still here. Good. This is fun.
Oh, kiss my metal baby. Tell me about your husband.
That's the wrong. That is the wrong thing to ask.
Why? Can't we get him involved as well? There's plenty of John boxing for everyone. It's not really in the mood. Stay awake longer if you.
So, John Boxing, what do you want to talk about?
I fucking hate dogs.
Strange topic of conversation, but okay.
Your question is met with silence. Mrs. Bishop has fallen asleep. You can't help but wonder if she would have stayed awake longer if you'd been more skilled. But you quickly repress the thought before it hurts your ego. Slip out of bed quietly.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
Let's get out of here.
How the fuck do I get out of it?
Gonna fucking bump into her husband on the way out.
Oh no, I really don't want this to happen.
You hear a knock at the door. Who is it? What do you want? You yell. You hear a child's voice on the other side. Dad, Todd Weezy.
Well, don't know how John Boxing's going to get out of this situation.
So who is Mr. Bishop? Is it the old guy by the snooker pool table?
That's Mr. Bishop, who looks
Yeah.
like every...
Okay, for real, good night, you degenerates. Good night.
Good night, Lily. You're not good. I'm a warrior on a holy quest to retrieve the...
Hey, I'm just back from fucking your wife. Do you know where Vault 13 is? Jesus, well, you really talked your way out of that situation, John.
I think this is... I'm gonna kill Mr. Bishop and I'm gonna say good night because I don't actually want to... I would
That was
like
a
to
good-
work for...
That was a good point to end. To stream on, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Then
Nice
I'm gonna punch...
degenerate point to end on.
I'm gonna punch Mr. Bishop in his balls.
From his balls to his brains.
Okay. Have a good night, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And, the guy at the pool table, if it's his wife, he's shanked. Right. Have a good night. I really hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is fun. Good night, everyone.
Have a good... That's the man who fucked my wife, people.